Hi guys, VidEcho1 coming at you here with another video. Sorry I've not been around for the last 3 months. I will explain that in another upcoming video of what I've been up to and where I've been. Today though I will be doing a couple of time-lapsed computer builds utilising the Pentium LGA 1151G 4400 and the MSI it's a B150M Night Elf motherboard. Yeah, it's 1151 socket, I hope. So yeah, I will be putting those into a couple of cases I have not used before, which is a Viper AVP EL03 and a Thermaltake case, which is a Versa H15. The Thermaltake, I do believe, is a black case. The Viper is a white case. It's a white and silver case. White exterior, silver interior, with a silver grid on the grille over the front. And the Thermaltake is a black case, but does have, it is modular inside as well, I do believe. I can take the drive cages out and... Right, the Thermaltake case, I do believe up the front has the capabilities for a 240mm radiator AIO, whatever you want to put in there. I won't be using an AIO because the AIO, my AIO is in this one behind me right now. Everything's going to be air cooled for today. But if I like the Thermaltake case, this one down here that you can't see, but the build behind me, the one I use, my daily build, my main rig, I may consider putting it into the Thermaltake case. Both cases are m-atx, which could be the problem with this because I'm using a Z170, I think, anyway, down there, in there, so it probably won't fit into that. That's an ATX board. But we'll see. I'll give it a go, see what we can do. Anyway, let's get on with these builds. Like I said, they're going to be time-lapsed, but my time-lapses are also pretty detailed. They take me a long time to do these builds. You know, normally I can bang one out. If I'm not doing it to camera, I can knock a computer out in about an hour. If I'm filming it like I do, and I've got to sort everything out, move camera around, get all the best shots, it takes me about 3 to 4 hours. But you know, it's the price you pay for a detailed video on a computer build. I have got other computer builds up on my site. I think there's 3 or 4 up on there right now, live. One was a live build. I built an AMD computer. It was an FM2. It wasn't a Ryzen. This was before Ryzen came out. It was an FM2 build. I gave that one away to a friend. These builds now, possibility of, if I don't want to keep them for that long, there's a possibility I could be giving them away. Let me know in the comments section below. And I will see you after the time lapse and everything is all built and good to go. Right, there are going to be a few other components, but this is going to be the basic thing. We've got a GTX 960 just as the graphics card. I do have better, but this one will do for this job. There's 8 gigabytes of 2400 megahertz DDR4, 2 sticks of 4. We have a Sandisk SSD, that's a 240 gigabyte Sandisk SSD plus. Obviously we've got the Pentium G4400, we've got the MSI B150M Night Elf, we have an additional 2 terabyte Western Digital Blue. Off to the side we have the obligatory CD DVD writer. Because the only power supply I've got that's available right now is the CX750M. It's the only one I have that's actually available to me right now. And you know, a bag full of miscellaneous cables that are going to go with the power supply. That's the basic components. You're going to see these components twice in the two separate cases. Alright, I'm going to be using the same components twice. The second build is obviously going to be quicker because I'm not going to have to mess about too much with the motherboard. You will see that on the first part of the first build, me assembling that. On the second build, I'm not going to bother assembling that. I ain't going to take it all apart and waste thermal paste. I will just put that straight in the other case. But apart from that, everything you see is going to be the same. I'll probably only do the one build. Everything will be the same. I'll just show you the two cases at the end when they're both built. It's probably going to be the easiest way. They're going to be the same components in both cases. It's just the cases are slightly different. One's black, one's white. So there we go. Now I'm going to get on with the builds to some music and just enjoy it. case is that up here there's the little hole for the 8-pin connector to go through. I'm noticing a lot more with these cases that once you put the board in, that don't go in. You have to put that in first. Also 9 times out of 10, the 8-pin won't actually go through as an 8-pin. You have to put it probably through as 2 4s. Right, and we'll go back now to reinserting the motherboard. Hopefully. Right, so there you go. You've just seen 2 builds done in 2 different cases. I prefer the Viper, the white case that's right here. It was a much easier one to build in, much less complicated. The Thermaltake one, the H15, that took far too long. It shouldn't have taken that long to build in that case. And so yeah, there we go. So I prefer personally this Viper AVP EL03, this white one here. It's still an m-atx case, but it was much easier, much simpler to build in, and it took them a lot less time. So there we go. I'd like to thank you all for watching, subscribing, leave a comment, like the video, do all the stuff you've got to do. I'll catch you all in the next video.